to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's West. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. The Seminoles get enough for the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive angles.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The give on fourth down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That gives him 54 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. Just buried him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Back to the ground with the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A little release to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Bug meets windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that blocking up front in that running game? Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception, getting in the end zone, and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position in all of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field and keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He's now up to 71 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, what a move! Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
At the 20, 2nd down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 14, Florida State 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Smashes it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Swings it out to the flat. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The shot that clears want to move quickly. They go to the ground. Bring in the heat. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Coastal.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Quarterback moving. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Throws toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he makes the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
Now that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back with cat-like quickness?
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He leaves it with his back. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
In halftime, in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast and then try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. They'll try it on the ground. And the shot to clear is good enough for the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on fourth and one. Fourth and one is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll leave it with him. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Penny. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent hit.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, shot to clear. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. Maybe they want to start using this guy on offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. they've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 35, Florida State 24.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, they're bringing heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
32.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. With this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics, but make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They're trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Running back, the ball carrier. Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, no! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
39, Coastal Carolina. 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Bounced right back to them. The shot that clears want to pick up the tempo.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on... forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
They're working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Another shot to clear.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on the scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll throw it. He's right on target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Trying to get to him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On on second down. Just keeps firing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. They want to throw it. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.